friends, welcome to DataSpace 9 channel. Today I am going to explain outlier treatment using outlier treatment in data scientist using the Python code. What is meant by outlier? So the outlier is nothing but is the processing while processing the data, we will get some anomalies, means some issues, some causes which we cannot process the data effectively. So to overcome these issues and overcome these anomalies, we will use outlier treatment. Using this outlier treatment, we can remove the anomalies data, and once we apply this outlier treatment on the data, so then after we will process the data effective manner. So, this is the definition for the outlier. So, get on to the some technical discussion. So here we can see if you have any outlier in the data set. Suppose you can see this is the data set we are currently using. You can see there are some outliers, outliers means it is out of boundary. So suppose you can see this 33, 35, 34, 232. This data is effectively maintained. But when you see that 21 and 55, these are the outliers which we can remove from the data set. So using this outlier treatment, we can remove that outliers. Okay, so when the data set is containing the outliers, we can apply the median. If the data set doesn't contain outliers, so we go for the mean. So mean is nothing but the total number of value, sum of the total number of by total number of values. Okay, so that is the mean for the definition, and median is nothing but there are total number of values which we need to pick the one middle level value. So that is go for that is we can call it as a median. If there is any outlier, we go for the median. So that is the one primary point here. If there is outlier, we go for the median. If there is no outlier, we go for the mean. Okay. So there are some definitions is there. So quartile 1 and quartile 3, quartile IQR, interquartile range. So you can see this is the box. We can see the box. We can most of the outlier data we can represent in the boxer Vixer plot. Okay, so this is the boxer Vixer plot. In the green bar we can call it as a boxer Vixer plot. So I will show you as programmatically how we can write the code in Python by removing the outlier data. So I'm going for the Jupyter notebook. So I'm importing the libraries, import speedy, import numpy as np, import os, and I'm taking that data. We need to represent this data into the box fixer plot. For that, I'm importing the library, import c1 as SNS. So just run this library. So it is processing. So we will import the data set here. So the data set currently I am using. This is the data set. The name of the data set is outlier data. So just I am importing this data set into in Jupyter notebook. So we can use variable df and p dot read underscore excel, and where this data set is located, this is located in this location. Just I'm giving this. So what is the name of the data set? This is the data set name. The format is XLS outlier data. Okay. then format is Excel. Just we run this command, and then we can write this. See, so we have imported the data set. So here you can see the data set is containing the department column. So this data we can see HR, HRIT. These all this data is representing in the string format. So Python cannot read this format. This type of data we can carry it as a categorical data. So we need to encode this data into the numeric format. So for that we will use df department equal to df of department. That what type of data? This one has type of category data. Category data, and so we will write department equal to df department. Okay, we need to encode the data into numeric format. So that's why we will write this cat dot codes. This it will encode the department column. So and then we need to execute this thing. And see, this department column is encoded with 0, 0, 1, and here right HR department taking 0, and IT is 1, and marketing is 2. Marketing taken 2 is numeric. So this is a encoding. We will use just we need to encode this encode the department column using this commands category. Okay, so then we go for first of all, so we need to know. So here we can see, first of all we need to find the q1 equal to df dot quantile of 0.25 percentage. Okay, and q3 equal to df dot quantile of 0.75 percentage. Okay, this is the definitions we will use it in the outlier treatment. It is depends on the data. It is depends on the data set. It can be the equation can be changed depends on the data set. So for this data set I am using this equation. It can be differ from different data sets. Okay, that the equation has been changed. This equation can be changed depends on the data set. So currently I am using this quantile 0.25 means 25% of data and 0.75% of this data set. We are taking Q1 is 25 and Q3 is 75%. So just run this command, and you can run output is Q1 and output of Q3 is. So we need to write that IQR interquartile range is equal to Q3 minus Q1. This is the definition. So just run this command, and interquartile range value is, this is the interquartile range. So okay, so now we can write the original definition here. Df less than, okay, Q1 minus 1.5 IQR greater than Q2, Q3, I think, Q3 plus 1.5 IPR comma any dot, any axis equal to here you can declare this x equal to writing this one quotations and this one quotations and go closing brackets and we'll use this. Okay, and we need to ignore tilde operator. Now we can see here so here this equation is nothing but so in the data set you can see uh, data set will represent the QR minus 1.5 IQR. What is 1.5 into IQR value is department is 1. Okay, so whatever this equation is applied onto this data set, the values the in age in this age column, the values is above 30, above 30 and less than 10, less than 30. It should not be there here in this data set. For that only we are writing this equation. So just write it and just execute this. Sorry, forgot to add a df. Okay, now run this command. Okay, here all values are coming. I think something we missed with some brackets not correctly closed. To open, to close. Insert tilde operator here and remove this. You can see here. Okay, this is have this operator I inserted inside of the bracket. So I remove that bracket and put it here. This is a condition. So you can see here in this data set there are two values has been missed in this data set. One is the 55 top. You can see this one is the 55 and another one is the HR21. We don't see these two records in this data set after applying the outlier treatment equation. So the 55 and 21 is the outlier, so it has been removed from the data set and final data set should be this thing. Okay, so So that so these these are not outliers. These are not outliers. These are very nearer values. 33, 35, 36, and 32, 34, and 12, 12. So these values are very nearer to the nearer values. So whatever the values is out of boundary. So the out of boundary values are 55 and 21. These are the outliers we removed from the data set using the outlier treatment. Okay, so yeah, this is the outlier treatment we can apply on the data set using the Python in the data scientist. Okay, if you have any if you have any doubts, please share the comment and subscribe my channel so that you can get more videos on data science.